Hi, I'm Sally and this is a tutorial for my Minecraft creeper charm. You will need green and some black bands to make it. So let's make a start. So taking your loom, you will need to place it in a straight configuration. So to do this, if you take your hook, you can use the end as a tool, which is what it's for. And where you've got that hook, that will just go underneath the blue parts of your loom and lift them up, like so. And if you flip it over, you should be able to remove the centre column and place it straight. And you can push it down, just in case you didn't realise, because I didn't until I was showing. So there we go. So to make this, we are going to take double green bands and place them from the left pin to the centre pin at the top, across the top, and then from the centre to the right, all the way right to the centre, so it goes straight across. And then we are going to do one row of green bands. So taking two green bands together, we're placing them from the first to the second pin on each column, like so. And then we're going to place double black bands on the next columns here and here. So two bands together. Sorry, my mind went completely blank just then. And another two black bands together on either side, and then green in the centre, like this. You can see. There we go. The next row, we are going to do on either side one row of green with, this is all double bands, same with double bands, two bands together throughout this design, unless I say otherwise. And then we're going to place black in the middle, like so, and then we're going to go down each side with two rows of black, so going down twice, just on the sides, not in the centre, and over this side, and then in the centre we will do another black. Black, one green, so it's like this so far, and the last row is black, green, black, and then we're going to place a row of just green across here, so this is what you should have so far. So down the sides, if you want to check as I read them out, you should have one green, one black, one green, two black, one green, and down the centre, two green, two black, two green. And that's what it should look like, and then your bands across the top as well. And then across the bottom, we're going to take double green bands and place from the left to the centre, centre to the right, another set, and place a cap band in the middle. So one set of bands going from the left to the centre, another one centre to the right, and then one in the middle. It's sort of a mirror. It's a mirror image we have at the moment, I'm afraid. But it's just the way the camera works. But I think this is slightly better. I am using a new angle to ones that aren't Minecraft first ones I've done using this angle, so I hope it's a lot clearer and easier to follow. And we are going to make an extension piece to add on along this side and this side, so that it makes the face type black bits in the middle more central. And I think I may have just given away the fact that I don't play Minecraft. Don't have time, to be honest. The looming takes over. So we're going down 6 times, sorry, I didn't say. You'll be able to get 5 on your loom, and then we'll have to make this last one on our hook. It's not the end of the world. So go down 5. Same on the other side. So 2 bands. Just leave a gap here between your design and the extension piece. And we're just going down as far as you can. If you're making duplicate ones of these, if you're making extras, you can make this bit first and then add it on if you wish to. So these are the bits we've got here. And now we're just going to make the last little bit to put on the end. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. So taking a single band, it's green, doubling it around your hook 3 times, doubling it around your hook 3 times. That makes no sense at all. Wrapping it around your hook 3 times, so it's like this. Taking double bands, placing over the end of your hook, holding it with your finger. You're just going to slide those wrapped bands onto the double bands and put the other end back onto your hook and centre that wrapped band. And this is then just going to go on to the end here. So we're going to do the same again to the other side. So taking a band and wrapping it around your hook 3 times. Okay. Double bands. Around your finger. Slide those bands on. Back onto your hook. Centre those like this. And we're placing that over. Sorry, you can see. But I'm just doing exactly the same as I've just done. Place it over the end. Like that. One more thing to do before we loop. Going to take a single green band, stretch it out, double it back round on itself, and I'm going to place this around 5 pins. On 5 pins. I'm going to make 1 for each. That's slightly clearer. It wasn't clear before. So I'm going to place 1 on here, 1 on here, 1 on here, 1 on here, and 1 on here. And just lay them on top. And these will attach to the main design. So they will. That's how it's going to fix on. So again, just wrapping the bands, doubling them, placing them over the pin, and double it round on itself, placing it over the pin. So if you can see sideways there, I've done it on these 5 here. You won't need it on this one. This one just leave as it is. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So taking the band and doubling it back on itself and placing it from the bottom up 5 pins, just not on the top. Because the top one will just loop over. So I've placed these doubled over bands on 5 pins, starting with the bottom as number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing on this top one here. I'm going to loop up. So going in through the add-on with the wrap band and the doubled over band, just taking the bottom 2 bands and looping them forwards. Again going in side, the doubled over band, just getting the two at the bottom and looping them forward, and just carrying on doing this until you've looped it all up. Like so. Same on the other side, through all of these bands. And again, down through all of these. My hook's gone funny. Turned as I put it down, I think then. And hooking up. And I've lost the band. So where has the other band gone? There. Worked its way up blending with the other bands. Oh. So I'm just going to pull that one out to the side so I can find it. Again, open up. And then the last band. Just open up. So they're all looped. So we're going to remove these one at a time. So I'm going to take this one off first. And you will be able to see, if you stretch it out, these little wrapped over bands here. They look like little circles. And it's these that we're going to pull out here. And these are going to wrap around along the side the pins. So we're going to place this at the top on the first pin here. But I'm going to do this side first, closest to you. So this is my left. Oh, it will look like my right. Okay, so placing it right at the top, and it's going to run the full length of the design. So just stretch it out. Find your first little circle. Take your hook through those two bands of the little circle, little looped over band here, and just place them around the pin. And then work your way down the extension piece and down your loom, and then every time you get to a little circle, place it onto the next pin. So use your fingers if that's easier for you. You should be getting 2 bands each time. This one. As you get to the bottom, you will find that we only have a cap band. If you can, stretch the cap band over that last pin. So if you look through, pull it down. I've missed one of the loops of my cap. Stretch it down and then just pull that around. And that's what it should look like. So as you pull the extension piece out, you will find the little circles. Pull these out with your hook, and those 2 bands go round. The next one down your extension goes down the next pin, and so on, all the way down to the bottom, which you'll use your cap band for, that one. And then the open one goes along the top. So it's only these 5 that you will need to pull out and put round. I'm going to do the second one now, so I'm going to remove that from my loom. Placing the 2 open ends around the top pin and pulling it out. My loom slides around my table, it's a little bit tricky to. On this side, this time we're going the other side, so you need to pull them in. So you're just getting the 2 bands that are here. And they're going around that pin there, and then the same again. This is not the easiest of things to do, but I think it just gives the overall finished design a good shape, and you may find it easier to use your fingers to do this bit if you are finding it difficult. And stretch again. Down and round. The last of the loops. The last one you come to will be quite easy to find, because as you can see it's just sitting around. Yeah, it's just really loose there. So you just want to make sure that you get the 2 bands. Pull that round, and then the last one, take your cat band, slide the hook through, making sure you get all of the bands of the cat band, like that. Oh dear. Stretch it out and place it over that bottom pin, like that. So, the right way, tip it towards you so you can see. Try and bring it a bit closer. So as you can see, I have an extension piece here and an extension piece here, with each of these pins having bands around them from the extension. So cat band here, open end here, and then the little circles, the little doubled over bands that we placed on when it was down here, go around these pins. And now we're going to place horizontal bands across our design to help to hold it all together. It was very noisy, wasn't it? And we're just going to place them, just a single band going across. So dependent on the colours on each of the outside, you can probably get away with just using green if you wish. So we're just placing them across like that. So trying to get your colours to blend in, but the green on each of the outsides because of the extension. So I'm going to use black across the centre. And black again. And then green, I think. So you should add, mine's blank from words, 4, 5, 5 horizontal bands. So you've got 2, I've put 2 green on either end and 3 black in the middle. You won't need one here because you've already got bands going across. The same up here, you won't need one for the same reason. And once your loom looks like this, you can loop. So the way we're going to loop is not just straight up initially. We're going to go in through this into cat band here on the middle pin, push back all of the bands that are on there, take the top 2 and loop them where they need to go. Mine goes to the right, so if you've done it, laid it out the same way I have, it would have gone to the right. The next top 2 will go to the left, and then the last 2 will go to the centre, and you will find that you have this sort of T shape here. And now you can loop all the way up the sides and the centre up to the top pins, and then I will show you how to do this horizontal band across the top once we've done that. So you want to push all bands out of the way and just loop up the bottom 2. So just be very careful, your bands are tight, and I've just broken a band. Oh dear, we should be okay. If you do find that your bands do get tight, and unlike me, you actually want to loosen them, because that was a really stupid decision not to, just take your hook, down your pin, and just run it around the inside, like that, and hopefully you won't do what I just did. So again, taking the next 2, which are black, and then the next 2 that are black, so you're pushing all of the bits of the extension out of the way. You don't need to loop those, they will get looped in. As you loop up, they will secure, so don't worry about those. The next one's are black, and we're going all the way up to the top, getting those 2, and looping around the top, so that's that one. And then going up the centre, pushing the horizontal bands out of the way with the back of your hook, and just looping those bottom 2. Like so. And now we're going to do the side. So, going in and looping, going in, oops, went down too far then. So should just have 2 black ones out. coming off of the hook. So just looping forwards, like so. Pushing all those extension bands out of the way and up to the top. So when you have something like this, minus the broken bands here, we'll sort that in a minute. That's fine. One band won't spoil the design at all. So when it looks like this and you're all looped up, you can do this edge here. So as you can see, the bands on this centre pin here, you've got one set above another. The ones that are on top, you want to loop first. So as these bands come from this pin, I'm going to loop this one first, like so. And then I'm going to go down through this middle pin here and take the bottom ones, because these will loop in these bands. So the first ones that we loop round. If yours happen to be the other way round, then do them the other way round. But if you do it the wrong way, you will find that when you take it off, it will fall to bits, because you haven't looped in. As you can see, hopefully that you can see, this band here on this pin has gone through all of the bands on this pin. If you do it the other way round, you will find that they won't sort of loop properly, and you'll have one band that's loose, which will then in turn lead to everything coming out. So it's worth just making sure you get them the right way round first time. And then we need to take two bands. So I'm going to use green. Where you've hooked and looped that last band, so from the centre out to the one up to the bottom, take your hook down through all of the bands on that pin, take two single bands together, and you want to put them as tight as you can, hopefully they won't come off, and loop, and pull, don't loop, pull through so it goes round behind the pin, like so, and then place those bands, you can see there, onto your hook, and then the two bands that are on top, that were first on your hook, you just want to pull over the top of the other ones and pull the other ones through, and that will make a slip knot. Give that a little tug, and then once you've done that, having issues with my hook cover thing, you can remove it from your loom. So just going all the way up, and that band there is the one that snaps. So I have no loose bands, don't worry. Making sure that these two bands here are secure, to give them a tug, give them a little stretch out, and there you have your creeper design. So I hope you've enjoyed making him, her, it, not sure, but either way, this. Please like and comment on this tutorial video if you've enjoyed making him, and if you like the design. Please subscribe if you'd like to be notified of when I bring out new tutorials, which is quite often at the moment. I do have other Minecraft designs on my channel, which will be uploaded about the same time as this one, so please take a look at those as well. I am on Twitter, @Sally'sLoom. If you want to find me, follow me. I do follow back. And you can share your finished designs on there and make any requests. You can do the same on Instagram. Again, I'm @Sally'sLooming. So find me, follow me, show me how yours came out, and if you do that and you want to make a request, you can request under your picture. Just tag me in it, just so I know that you've done that. And I'm also on Facebook, so if you search Sally's Looming, all one word, and you will find my group on there where you can share pictures, and again you can make requests. And if you aren't able to use any of those, which I'm sure there are people out there that can't, I can think of a couple, then you can just comment under this video and let me know if there's any other Minecraft characters you want me to try and do a tutorial for you. I always do my best, as I always say, which I do. And I think that's everything. So I hope you've enjoyed making this, and check out my other Minecraft tutorials and my other tutorials that I have on here. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.